Not long for my friend Greg Long and Margaret Becker from several years back, used by permission. Folks, here's your opportunity to really do something special and something that's worthwhile, helping somebody else. And his name is Chuck Harder, and one of the talk legends in America, conservative talk show host, one of the alternative voices that wasn't afraid. And before there was all of the hoopla with a lot of the big names that are on radio, only Rush Limbaugh was a big name back then, but Chuck Harder was number two. But he gave the news without nonsense, without fluff. He warned about the Clintons, about their scandals. He warned about Gab and NAFTA. And he had the pulse of the country long before the mainstream media even knew what was going on. He was years ahead of his time, decades. And still, there are radio entities and radio groups that would love to access some of his past programs. They have some archives from archive.com, but what some of the CEOs tell me, Keith, if you can find some stuff, which Chuck has at his house, archives from decades, but they would love to have certain years, because when they listen to these shows, they say, this stuff's going on right now. How did Chuck know? He was a walking encyclopedia. You've heard of Edward Casey. Well, this guy, Chuck, had the pulse. People said, how do you do it? He just was able to, a brilliant mind, was able to really connect the dots in so many ways. And just his timing, his presence on the air, his kindness, he really cared and still does, folks. And so we want to show him how much we appreciate everything that he did to educate us and warn us of so many things, and to help our families to be able to survive these turbulent times through all these decades, and for things that are even coming now from books that he put together on survival, that it seems that, folks, one day we might need all that stuff. And so these things that he has brought out on shows was just timeless. And so we're going to probably do something for this network to be able to resurrect all of those things, and we'll let you know some more information when that happens. But they're running them 24 hours a day, which is incredible. Past programs, but they just need more content. They have about a year's worth of shows, but they need more. And so we're going to see what we can do. And then when we know, and if you'd like to listen to it, but it is incredible. We were running a program the other day from like 1996, 97. And the stuff was like today's news. It was just that good. So what I'd like you to do right now is, if you've never done anything like this, you've never made a donation, you've never reached out to help somebody else, well, now's your opportunity to make a difference in Chuck's life, to help us purchase the iPad. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but if you feel something in your heart today to give, because it's the right thing to do, then go to forthepeopleshow.com right now and give your best gift. I can't wait, like I say, to be there at the nursing home. He's going to open it, the big smile on his face, and to be able to teach him how to get emails, teach him how to access the internet so he can start researching and writing and get his mind outside of that nursing home, because it's depressing. It's depressing. If you've ever been in a nursing home, you know how depressing it is. The smells, the noises. This thing will be able to put a pair of headphones, and he'll be able to just tune it all out. There's a guy in another room and a guy for a room over from him, and they're yelling or screaming and agonizing over us. And then one's doing it on the other side, but they're doing it all the time. Could you imagine? You may not think that this is much, but it'll be everything to him. And imagine if you were bedridden and you had nothing. This is kind of a big deal. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but I think it's well worth it. I'm going to put money in, and I know that there are folks out there that are going to do it the same thing. They're just waiting for that opportunity, and here it is today. forthepeopleshow.com. Go to our website. Pay with your credit card, all major credit cards, bank card. It's secure. You don't have to worry about anybody getting your information. We don't. Nobody else does, other than the bank. We've had no issues, so feel confident when you give. And you can just type in, well, it's $25 or $50 or $75, $5, $1, whatever it is. But I implore you, please, do something opposed to doing nothing at all. Because in essence, if you don't, then you've decided, you've said, Keith, doesn't matter what you're saying, doesn't matter what you're doing, I'm not going to help you. And I'm not going to help Chuck. Now, come on. You didn't really say that, did you? But if you don't give, then what else is there? Somebody else is not doing it. We're waiting on you right now to make that difference. Come on. Don't be stubborn. Don't you wish that there would be somebody like me if you were in a nursing home and were in need of something that had a microphone? Think about that. It could be your reality, folks. Nobody wants to end up that way, but some do. And Chuck, he never thought in a million years he would end up. But he got in a series of accidents and his health declined, deteriorated. But there's people that still care about him. And I, for one, do very much care for him. I'm asking you to please, if you enjoy my show, you like what I do on a daily basis, I'm asking you to please help me. Because you say, yeah, Keith, I listen to you. I don't listen to him. And I never listen. I don't even know who the guy was. For the People is just you. And we do have some people that's basically what it is. It's just, they say, oh, it's just Keith. And I understand that. But there would be no For the People, truthfully, honestly, if it wasn't for Chuck. He got the ball rolling many, many years ago. And he's been a mentor and a benevolent father for many, many years. So that's why this is so important to me. Stick around. More For the People coming up. Our website, forthepeopleshow.com. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. For the people. For the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step in getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. What would you give for a little peace of mind if you were bedridden in a nursing home? Today, we're asking you to consider a one-time gift for a man who helped so many for most of his life on radio, Chuck Harder. Your gift will help purchase an iPad Pro to help him reach outside the confines of his bed to the outside world. Would you lend a hand today? Just go to forthepeopleshow.com to make a donation and help bring some light into his world. Life in a nursing home is lonely enough, but being bedridden is tougher. It may not seem like a lot, because his mind is still sharp and his heart is wide open. Would you open your heart today and help a good man who means so much to us here at For the People? When we raise the $7.99 needed to purchase an iPad Pro for Chuck, we'll Facebook Live the video for all to see. Please give your best gift today at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your kindness, and God bless. I know we can do this. I know we can do this together. And when push comes to shove, it's amazing what some good people can do, banding together. And sometimes some big people have to step in that, have the means to be able to do it. Bigger pockets, it's kind of a bump. And if you're such a person, that would be a huge help if you're able to do that, and we'd appreciate that. And you can put a little note, something that you'd like Chuck to read. Perhaps we can print it out if you'd like to do a little note if you can't be there in person, because, we might have some takers on that where, when we present the iPad to Chuck, you might actually want to be present for that and might have the ability to either drive to Florida because you have a little vacation time left over, or you can fly into the airport and I'll play taxi driver. Yeah, I'll turn my car into an Uber. I'll pick you up. I'm not too proud. It'd be my absolute honor. And then we could drive from Tampa all the way to Gainesville, spend some time with Chuck, do the Facebook Live video, and enjoy some lunch, and then head on back to Tampa. So for, somebody that would like to do that, let me know. forthepeopleshow.com. You can send me an email directly off the website, or on Facebook. You can contact us there at For the People Show. Or on Twitter, talk to Keith Allen. Allen's A-L-A-N. Talk to Keith Allen. Hashtag talk to Keith Allen. And that's relatively new, about, a month now. We've had the Twitter, which is kind of cool. Some of you like to tweet.